Hello, everybody. Are y'all excited? It's a new LP. Woo! Seabed. Hey, oh wait, Apparition and Guppy Force. Oh my god. So, this one has been something I've heard about for quite a while, and I really have been waiting for a chance to do it, and Chaos Head isn't quite ready yet, but trust me, that'll probably take Higurashi's slot when that's done, but I've heard a lot of just nothing but good things about this visual novel, and I can't wait to play it. The music right here in the menu is quite lovely. So just like with Fata Morgana, I have not seen any trailers. I don't even know the basic premise beyond, I'm guessing these two characters are being shipped. Beyond that, there is Yuri, yes, which I am super excited about, and that's it. And apparently it has something to do with being underwater or swimming or something. So yeah, I know nothing about it. With that said, let's get into it. Start. Okay, so we're not going to be able to tell who's talking. Created by paleontology. When I was like 3 or 4 years old, that was the original job I wanted. I wanted to be a paleontologist. Presented by Fruit Bat Factory. Conjurer, here we go. The light from the round moon broke into countless rays, wavering as it drew back. My head felt empty, as though I was submerged in water. My eyelids felt exceedingly heavy, and so did my entire body, languidly sinking into the bed. Even in the darkness, I could tell Sachiko, my childhood friend, was right there next to me. Oh god, yes! I love childhood friend Yuri, that is the best. I've known her for 23 years. I was 28 now, which means I first met her when I was 5. Takako is the main character. Okay. It looks like we're gonna have some kind of name tags here. At least we'll be able to tell who is narrating. My family moved that year. Our new house was only a 30-minute drive down the mountain from the old place, with a large supermarket behind it. There were no shops around where kids could spend their allowance, save for the occasional moving stall. Back in the day, I thought my new place was a huge city, but that was far from the truth. We had a few buildings that exceeded 5 stories. And you could see both edges of our town as well as the factory at the sea from the northern mountain. Hello, Jess. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hello, Void Dweller as well. But the fact that there were very fewer rice fields and more buildings compared to where I came from made it seem like a bustling city to my child's mind. On the day we moved, my mother drove back and forth between the city and the country many times. I got into the back seat of the car with the last of our luggage. Initially, we took the same road we did to reach my kindergarten, but once we had passed it, the roads turned fresh and alien. I gotta say, this photo in the background just feels super nostalgic to me, because it's reminding me of my family's vacations too. I don't know if anyone here has ever heard of this Lake George. in New York State, upstate New York. It looks like one of the hotels that you'd see by there. And my favorite part of family vacations, no matter where we went, was always about staying in the hotels. And the fact that this apparently has a sea theme to it just seems just doubles that nostalgic feeling for me. And seeing how we kept driving along the river, I somehow thought that perhaps I could make it back to the countryside on foot. Not that it mattered. How many states have I traveled to? Let's see. Well, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Connecticut. Let's see. I think I went to Virginia once. Oh, California briefly, like a stopover on a flight, and Florida. So yeah, not too many, and I've been to Canada as well. In Quebec. As I lost myself in thought, I barely even noticed when we finally reached our destination. As our car blasted the unfortunate few pebbles off the parking lot, my mother told me that we had arrived. The parking lot was positioned right in front of our new home, its white lines denoting where the car should stand, curiously slanted. Glancing out the rear window of the car, I spotted a red 4-story apartment building. Back then, my child's mind failed to comprehend why anyone would want to draw those lines slanted. Now that I think about it, it was probably easier to make it easier to park cars driving in reverse gear. Yep. I always used to wonder about that too. I always used to wonder about that when I was a little kid. Like, why the fuck are they slanted? That was just so weird to me. However, I moved from that apartment before I could get my own car, so I never had the chance to test if it was worth sacrificing 1 or 2 potential parking spaces for a bit of extra comfort. "That's our new home," said my mother. "Are you still sulking over it?" She let out a sigh as I focused my attention on the view outside, refusing to look her in the eye. You'll make new friends here right away." Let's see, what voice should I... I'm gonna feel her out a bit before I, character-wise, before I know, see what voice I should give her. I'm assuming that she's the black-haired girl in the main picture on the cover. I'm not sure. What if I don't? "Look how many houses there are. Plenty of children living here, I'm sure. There's a park behind this building. You can go take a look." Oh, she's the green one. Oh, okay. Thanks. Thanks, Ohe. My mother turned the ignition key to stop the engine and got out of the car. She then opened the door on the opposite side of me and began unloading our bags. I suddenly noticed a small girl walking in front of our new house. She was carrying a red bucket and a trowel. She circled around the building, disappearing behind it. As I got out of the car and started running after her, I heard my mother's voice from behind. "Hey, Takako, where are you going?" "I'll go look at that park." That's right. In Japan, it's perfectly normal to let young children just run around on their own. Hello, Featherine. Slightly late. You didn't miss very much. Prologue, Clover Design Office. I saw her jet black locks flicker through the slits of my half-closed eyelids. Sachiko turned to me as I extended my hand, her long black hair swaying in the air. She gave me her hand in response. I could feel moist warmth from her palm. Even without looking, I could feel her familiar, slender fingers intertwining with mine. As I absent-mindedly gazed at her, she parted her lips. Damn! Okay, wow. We aren't wasting any time here. Okay! We are wasting no time. Let's see, what voice should I give her, Sachiko? Let's see. Something maybe slightly Beatrice-y? I feel like she looks very playful in that way. What are you thinking? I tried to remember when we last held hands like this. As I did, the memories of how we went to a festival came flooding into my mind. Which festival? The one we went to back in kindergarten. Or was it elementary school? The same one where we got all those goldfish. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the last time we held hands. Do you remember how many fish we got? Was it 20 or so? And the goddamn train won't shut up. Sorry, the stupid train in the background. It didn't go that high. I think it was either 18 or 19. When I came back after looking around some other shops, I found your bowls so full of fish they could barely fit in any more. You bought me a caramel apple back then, right? Did I? Oh. Honestly, I was more shocked by how eager you were to keep on catching goldfish, despite your scooping paper already being in shambles. I was waiting for it to dry up. Does that actually work? I mean, it'll just get wet the moment you stick it back in the water. Sounds like a waste of time to me. Patience is exactly what you need to win that game. She considered the space above me for a second. Something wrong? Hello, April Platt. Welcome to the stream. You said it was around 20, but I'm pretty sure we only brought one bag with us on the way back. You're only allowed to take up to 3 with you. Oh, well, that really was a waste of time then. But I could choose the cutest and most energetic ones. Good for you. Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. One lived for quite a long time. I still remember having it around the time I got into middle school. Ah, was it that black one with the long tail? Yeah, it lived for so long I even gave it a name. Was it Belle or something? Was it? Didn't you say it reminded you of a temple's bell? Ah, don't me. Oh yeah, I remember there always being one goldfish in the water tank, but then it disappeared right alongside the tank itself. Thank you, Jackie. I was worried because I don't quite know them yet. Did it, did it get sick? I think it was mold or something. Yeah, I think that Giselle, which is basically my voice, works okay for Takako. I literally have to work my brain to try not to say Takako and say Takako. Like, it's just goddamn English pronunciation of words. One day I realized that it had some sort of weed growing from its scales. I tried plucking it out, but Sachiko knitted her eyebrows. They grew right back. I think it suffocated in the end. Is that really mold? I found a book about goldfish diseases sometime later. It said that weed doesn't grow on a live fish, but in the case of goldfish, it can grow on mold that gets stuck between its scales. Thanks, Jackie, because I was thinking, I switched them around. God damn it! That's gonna happen a lot because there's no name tags. Sorry. I found a book about goldfish diseases sometime later. It said that weed doesn't grow on a live fish, but in the case of goldfish, it can grow on mold that gets stuck between its scales. Thank you guys. Please correct me as soon as possible, because I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot, because there's no name tags, and right now there's no sprites. The book even explained how to fix it. Would have been nice if you found that book earlier. Yeah. I closed my eyes and listened to the silence, but it was so overwhelming I ended up opening my mouth again. You think that goldfish resented its master for being unable to cure even a simple disease like that? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know either. I love that goldfish, though. I haven't kept another fish since. Oh. Well, the big reason I'm giving Sachiko this voice is because, because look at the CG here. I mean, seriously. I liked how elegant it looked as it swam with its long tail behind it. Oh, that's Sachiko. That's Takako. Okay. I liked how elegant it looked as it swam with its long tail behind it. When I got it at the festival, it wasn't that long, but then it grew really fast. It was always different from the others. Hello, April. Hello, David. Welcome to the stream. I see. Yeah, in AU's Ink and Air, I think, are the strongest. The usual spasm woke me up. Takako tends to be more talkative. Yeah, I could see that one. Thank you, Guffy Forrest. My ears were ringing. Lying atop my bed in the fetal position. Oh no. I prepared myself to endure its ever-loudening sound. I checked the clock next to my pillow. It hadn't even been an hour since I went to sleep. The room was weakly illuminated by a lone light bulb. Soon enough, the string next to the light bulb entered my vision. As I stared intently at the plastic knob at the end of the string, I began to feel like it started to move. It grew bigger and bigger, drawing closer to me at a terrible speed before finally disappearing. Oh God, that is an unbearable noise. I looked away, only to be met with a noise even more unbearable. I closed my eyes and covered my ears, stiffening my entire body, waiting for the storm to pass. I remembered a surefire way to fall asleep quickly, a trick taught me by a friend. I had to imagine myself floating on the surface of an empty sea. Yet right now a storm was ravaging my personal sea, making it a less than ideal place for relaxation. I felt sick, tremendously so. Sachiko time. I turned the page. I clutched the book so the wind blowing between the school building and the concrete wall wouldn't flip the page back again. I had my own special space behind the campus, a gloomy little place that always felt a bit damp. Still, few people ever ventured there, so I could always trust it to be silent. The door to the emergency exit behind me suddenly opened. The girl that came through approached me and leaned over to inspect what I had been reading. Found you. Do you want something? I shifted my gaze to the tall schoolgirl. Takako's familiar face was mere centimeters away from mine. Hello, Anya Roll. Welcome to the stream. She carried some water in her cupped palms. It seeped through her slender fingers, a few drops traveling down her white arms, peeking out of the skimpy summer school uniform. Adjusting the position of my glasses, I considered Takako's face. Even bowing down, she seemed very tall. Oh, Takako, I know what that's like. You just can't get enough of places. Oh, I think this is Takako. You just can't get enough of places like this, can you? First it was on the school building's emergency staircase, then behind the judo hall, and even later at the library's veranda where no one ever goes. How do you even find these places? Makes me wonder if you're some kind of different species compared to the rest of us. Takako drew away from me, leaving a tail of drops behind her, until she finally unloaded her palm full of water on a bush of white clovers. I doubt it really needs you watering it. Well, it's just that otherwise it wouldn't feel like mine. Like it's mine. When she had finished watering the plant, she swept back her long twin tails in a single irritated motion. She only adopted that hairstyle near the beginning of the month, and still appeared to have trouble making both tails the same length. Did you know that the Japanese name for the white clover comes from the fact that it was used as cushioning material for packing glassware? Oh? Don't you think it'd be way cooler if your parcels were filled with white clovers instead of bubble wrap? I guess so. Though you shouldn't write off bubble wrap like that. It's pretty great to play around with when you're bored. Yeah. You looked up its name? I imagine it might have some deeper meaning, since it was a present from you. It doesn't. I see. By the way, the weather is great today, so what are you doing reading in a place like this? I'm here precisely because the weather is good. If it wasn't, I would be at the library instead. Totally feel you right there. Honestly, on lovely days, I love to just be inside with the window, like just seeing the lovely weather and stuff through the window. If you keep sitting in a murky place like this all the time, you're gonna rot alive. And that's not how the real world works. I mean, like, mentally. I won't do that either. Speaking of which, your cousin... Whoa! Okay. Gee, okay, wait. Maybe they're just fooling around, or like, do we really have some psychic shit going on? Because that would be pretty badass. Speaking of which, your cousin Anne has psychic powers, right? When I told you keep reading books in places like this. Who gave you permission to spread rumors about me? She said that they all give her shivers. As in, she can't even get close to any of them. And this one spot behind the campus is like the worst of them all. I guess that's why I never feel lonely being here. Even by myself. Hey now, that's not how a normal person should react to that. So, anyway, I actually went out of my way to find a much better place for you than this. And it's just as quiet. Oh, really? You can actually get some sunlight there. And a pleasant breeze to boot. Does such a convenient place really exist? I'll show you. I stuck a bookmark in between the pages with a sigh, closed my book, and followed Takako. We began... Oh, what? Ah! Oh, okay. No, stop! Okay, I keep thinking it's gonna auto-scroll away. I'm sorry. We began climbing the staircase of school building number 4, going all the way up to the 4th floor and beyond, until we reached the door leading to the roof. A steel lock was keeping it shut, though. Keep an eye out for anyone coming. Takako drew closer to the small window and began fiddling with the lock, using a hairpin she produced from her pocket. After she was done with that, she grabbed the frame of the window and started shaking it, filling the corridor with clattering noise. It let out a final loud rattle before its lock sprung out of its place with a click. Oh, sure. No, totally. I'd love randos dropping in. Jaggy, thank you. Yeah. If you want to, sure. That'd be pretty cool of you. Takako opened the small window and... Takako opened the small window and, planting her foot on the windowsill, jumped through. She turned around and extended a hand, signaling me to follow her. Frowning, I exhaled a sigh, but that didn't faze her in the slightest. I sheepishly gave her my hand and, after taking a step on the windowsill, was pulled outside. A cool breeze swept across the roof. I could feel it caressing my hair as I closed my eyes, unable to stand the brightness. You weren't lying about the weather. I opened my eyes to see Takako looking around the roof. Right? So what do you think? Well, it's not that bad, that much I can give you. But are you sure no one will come? Well, the door is locked, so... I moved to the deeper end of the roof, closer to the area behind the campus, sat down on one of the benches there, and opened my book. I'm so glad that this roof has such a nice railing, unlike so many of the other ones we see in so many other anime. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're like me and my significant other. We love to just. I remember one of the first times when we really went out together was at a party that their family invited us to, and what I have never. I'll tell you something that's probably not too much of a secret. I've never really liked parties at all, and I just found a quiet space to sit outside on a porch. And they joined me out there. And, like, they're saying, you're not a big fan of parties either. It's like, yeah, me too. And it's a good thing because, if one of us were social and the other one weren't, then that would be kind of very awkward in a relationship. So that was sweet. We had just had a nice little moment there, hanging out just in on a quiet porch while everyone else was inside and party. I'll always remember that. Anyway, back to the story. Sorry if I keep going on tangents. With our school being located on the mountainside, I could view most of our port town and even the sea in the distance. The blue sky extended from one end of the sea to the next. Takako shifted her gaze from the athletics field to me. Remember the baseball field right in front of our club room? You ever heard the story about how the ground is soft between the home plate and the pitcher's mound? Oh, can't say I have. Takako's facial expression told me she was about to start a really amusing story. I merely gave her a sideways glance and returned to my book without a moment's delay. Why did we go to the party? Because their family took us there. That's why. It would have been rude to refuse. It was my first time meeting their family. God, I'm really digging this vibe right here. So relaxed, and honestly, I'm being reminded a lot of me and my own significant other in that I'm more like Sachiko in that I just love to be quiet and by myself, and they just like love to talk and have like, a bunch, like, just to say things on and on. Love being with me, but like it's definitely the more active one. So yeah, I am really digging this right now. I merely gave her a sideways glance and returned to my book without a moment's delay. We all tried digging up that ground yesterday. What do you think we found? I've no idea. Well, we didn't really expect to find anything at first. But when we actually dug the hole, we came upon these cartons of boxed milk. Her eyes sparkled with excitement as she made a broad gesture, trying to convey the amount they had found. Who buried all that crap there? Oh, that sounded like a Sachiko thing to say. Who buried all that crap there? No idea. Oh, wait, did I get it switched again? God damn it. Okay. Fucking hell. Who buried all that crap there? No idea. I guess someone who didn't like milk. You can just flush it down the toilet or something. I go through all the trouble of burying it. Takako placed a finger on her lower lip. Then maybe it was a trap or something? Why would you fill your trap with milk? Well, it's funny for starters. Fall into that and you'll be soaked in white goop. Oh my god! But you said the ground had only become soft, right? That doesn't sound like someone could fall into it. I don't know. Makes me wonder what they really want to achieve. Got any ideas, Sachi? A ritual to express one's hatred of milk, perhaps? Beshrew thee, milk, harbinger of woe! Takako uttered the words with faked solemnity. The cool breeze shuffled across the roof again. I could hear the clamor of students from the athletics ground. Our class is using the basketball hoop. Don't you want to play with us there sometime? No. Sachiko! Instantly connected to Sachiko now. Instantly connected to Sachiko. Fellow hater of gym class. Why? It's not like you can't play. Oh god, Sachiko. Damn. Oh wow. Ah, damn. Oh god, this is amazing. I don't like getting sweaty or dirtying my clothes. Same! Then what about the gym? Oh, I guess I could play hide and seek if you insisted. Goddamn, Sachiko. Oh, wow. Sachiko's amazing. Okay, Sachiko. I think I'm gonna really, really like this story. God damn it! This isn't... I am loving this so far. Again, it's personal to me because this reminds me of, like, a conversation that me and my significant other would have. Like, literally, like, this is exactly how we are. Yeah, right. It's just an excuse for you to return to that gloomy old place behind the campus. I'm on to you. Takako sat down next to me on the bench with a sigh. What are you reading? She posed that question to me following a brief silence. I raised the hand that held my paperback so that the cover would be right in front of Takako's eyes. She considered it for a few moments. You always keep reading old stuff. I didn't react, so she continued. You don't read any recent bestsellers. I prefer older books. It was probably because my mother's family home had a bunch of them lying around. Now see, that's kind of the opposite. I love newer stuff. And it's my significant other who loves to watch old stuff over and over and over again. As a child, I'd spent hours reading in my grandmother's room every time I went to visit. But one day all those books vanished, along with the whole shelf. Are you kidding me, Oe? Wait. Wait. Oh, okay, I thought okay. Oh, god damn it. Oh, you scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, you scared the shit out of me there. I thought the internet cut out again. They said they wanted to make the room feel more spacious. Now that they weren't easily accessible anymore, I felt an even stronger urge to read them. But since I didn't care for much anything other than the plot when I was little, I could remember neither the titles nor the authors. Now that is exactly, yep, absolutely. Yep. When I was younger, that's exactly. I paid no attention to authors or names of shit. I just liked the story itself. That's what I mainly paid attention to. And then as a teenager, I later got appreciation for the characters, and in college, I got appreciation for authors. All I knew was that they were in reddish-brown cases that also served as appendices, that they lined 3 rows on the bookshelf, and that all of them were written by different authors. When I asked my grandparents, it turned out all of those books belonged to my distant uncle, and not even they knew much about them. I tried asking my mother as well, but that didn't yield any results either. She wasn't exactly thrilled with the idea of me reading those kinds of books in the first place. Oh, I wonder what kind of books they were. That's like me reading Jurassic Park when I was, well before the movie came out. When I was, so I must have been like 8 or 9, I think. Damn. Thanks to Takako's insistent questions, I ended up remembering that particularly frustrating episode in my life, and was completely taken out of the world from the book I was reading. Hello, Junko. It's really sweet and relaxing so far. I get that, but I was wondering exactly what you like about them. What kind of books do you like in general? The kind that you make you want to keep reading, even if something had gotten into your eye. But Takako probably wouldn't be satisfied with such a vague answer. What about you? I like whatever that's interesting, I guess. I thought you wanted to know what made those books interesting. Oh my god, damn! She got mine read! I like the kind that make you want to keep reading, even if something had gotten into your eye. I spontaneously responded with a frown. I could feel my entire face having, "Are you for real?" written all over it. So, what do you like? What exactly do you like about old books, Sachi? Their atmosphere, I guess. I see. As I remained silent, Takako added that she felt the same way. The world they take place in is different enough from ours to feel fresh. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I'm also curious as about how society worked before I was born. I think they had a lot more things back then. What do you mean? What kind of things? Well, like politics and economics and movies and music, I guess. What kind of world does this take place in? Isn't that because you just listen to pop music that always sounds the same? Oh god damn it, I flipped it again. Are you fucking serious? So wait, I thought this is definitely Sachiko. Because she's talking about old books. Okay, I did get flipped. Sorry. God damn it. That's gonna happen because there's no fucking name tags. Well, I guess that could be it. But the way I see it, the past was a lot more chaotic than the present. Well, like politics, economics, and movies and music, I guess. Isn't that because you just listen to pop music that always sounds the same? Well, I guess that could be it. But the way I see it, the past was a lot more chaotic than the present. They had tons of different thoughts and came up with a bunch of different ideas. Did I flip it or not? God damn it. I think I had it right the first time. I think I might have had it right the first time. Hello, Lambda Delta. Welcome to the stream. But the way I see it, the past was a lot more chaotic than the present. They had tons of different thoughts and came up with a bunch of different ideas. I'd say the world is chaotic right now is Sachiko. Okay, thanks. Sorry, that one was Takako. Sorry, god damn it. I'd say the world is just as chaotic right now. We probably just don't know it because we're still children. That could be true. Although I had to agree with the notion of being curious about the world of the past. I loved listening to the stories of my grandparents. And they in turn loved telling them, introducing me to a whole host of words and feelings I'd never known before. Like the title of a song I'd never heard about, or this accident I never knew happened. Even if I listened to that song now, I wouldn't be feeling the same things my grandparents did in their time. Listening to stories like that made me feel something important in me was fastened shut with a heavy lid. Takako nodded in agreement. She said that must have been curiosity. I answered with a sigh. It's just like that hole I told you about. Could you not liken my hobbies to rotten milk? I shot an exasperated look at Takako's satisfied expression before returning to my book. Is that book fun? I feel like you've already asked that. Hey, what you told me was that you like old books. Now I'm asking you about this one specifically. Well, I guess it's not bad. Oh, yeah. Have you finished that book I lent you yet? I'm still reading it. I'm about halfway through, I think. Ah, so you must be at the part where... wait. Maybe I was more like a quarter in, actually. I see. Withdrawing her face from mine, she leaned against the bench. Something's flying over there. Oh, that's Takako. God damn it. Something's flying over there. Takako narrowed her eyes, looking somewhere far in the sky. There was a large bird sailing through the blue canopy above us. It's a black kite. It's a black kite. Someone's flying a kite? That's a bird, you know. You think it's gonna go over that mountain? I don't think so. Isn't it just looking for prey? I had this weird dream the other day. Like I went beyond the mountains surrounding our town, and all I found was just endless grass and shallow puddles of water. A huge marsh, basically. Have you ever been outside this town? Oh, guys, I think I switched him again. Have you ever been outside this town? No. Maybe that's why. Those mountains sometimes look like prison walls, holding us inside. Well, you should just go wherever you want once you grow up. I turned the page. Let's go overseas then. Good luck with that. You're coming too! It sounds like a pain in the neck. Takako let out a chuckle. I know you actually want to go. And why would you think that? Well, I've known you for a long time. Don't underestimate your childhood friends. Takako's raised voice prompted me to instinctively cover my ears, nearly causing me to drop the book I'd been reading. Why did you rephrase that? Did you actually think that line sounded cool? Oh my god! Takako's cheeks flushed a light hue of red. That's why you repeated yourself? Not really. The sun rays dancing across the blue sky above warmed my exposed knees. We only have 5 classes today, right? Seeing how it's Wednesday. So let's go see a movie after school. Or we can do karaoke if you want. I've been having a sore throat lately, so I can't do karaoke. Any good movies on right now? Well, there's, that. The one we talked about last week? I've never heard of a movie called That. It's that, it's on the tip of my tongue. So what is it? You keep urging me, so I forgot now! Hey, don't think it's my fault. You never even knew it in the first place, did you? Well, you have time to remember until school is over. Okay, you guys, I will be back in a second. You guys enjoy the music. I just have to take a quick bathroom break, and I will be right back. Do you remember the final song we did the last time we went to karaoke? I do. I was on my bike. I thought she was trying to sing. Sorry. I was on my bike heading home when I got to a traffic light. I checked if no one was around and started singing it by myself, only to realize there was a biker parked right behind me. Oh boy, was that embarrassing. Oh my god. Is that so? But I'm not going to karaoke today. I have a sore throat. I wasn't trying to say I wanted to go. So you just wanted to tell the story? Yeah. I see. Good for you. Damn, okay, we got chips. April, are you a fan of Rika Satoko too? That is my third favorite ship from Higurashi. Tips 1, Narasaki Clinic, room 008. We have hip tips just like Higurashi. Alright. That's really cool. You can access it from the title screen. Okay, okay, you can only access them from the title screen, so leave them for the end? Okay. How long are the tips on average? You recommend reading them when they're unlocked? Okay. So I'll just do saves. That's okay. For about another hour, Jackie. It's okay. I saved, so, that little trilobite there on the paleontology logo. Tips! They're short and you don't get them that often. Okay. Pale light filled the early morning corridor, its stale, humid air tickling my nose. I shook my still somewhat drowsy head. No perspective marker here. I continued with my daily routine, inspecting the room equipment. Today was room 008's turn. Not breaking my stride, I pulled out a bunch of keys from my pocket and began looking for the one marked with the number 008. There must have been about 50 keys on that bunch, and with the notebook under my armpit, it took quite a while until I found the key I was looking for. That said, I still managed to have it ready by the time I reached the door with the number 008. As I opened it, the room on the other side sucked much of the fresh air inside, almost like it was breathing. I quickly entered and went on with my business, making sure that all the furniture and equipment in this murky, dust-ridden room was still in the right place. The table and the sofa were covered with white sheets, making them look like ghosts. A cardboard box rested next to the sofa. It had been over 10 years since this place turned into a storage room. It had actually been half a year since I last came here. After glancing over the furniture, I moved on to the shelves by the wall. One of the shelves was filled with dishware, while the other boasted a whole collection of thick hardcover books. On the dishware shelf, there were a bunch of white plates stacked upon each other, alongside a few cups and saucers further down. I spotted a case wrapped in a piece of cloth with checkered design. In it, there were forks, spoons, and knives. My gaze halted on one particular dish in the back of the shelf that stood out from the rest. The previous owner of the room made it in elementary school, back when she was a member of a pottery club. It was about palm-sized and shaped like a tulip, colored in reddish brown, like rusted iron. She received some help from the club's supervisor, a professional potter, but aside from the color, she was relatively satisfied with how it turned out. I considered the dishes one more time. Feeling as though I had missed something. She made 3 dishes in total over the time she spent at the pottery club during her 6th year of elementary school. One she presented to her grandfather, but the other two she kept on this shelf. However, the green dish that was supposed to be next to the reddish brown one wasn't there. I opened my notebook. It had everything about this room marked down in detail. I turned to the page to find that there was indeed supposed to be a green cup here. There were no notes of it being removed. It seemed as though it had simply disappeared by itself. Interesting. Huh. What are they going on? Are they researching like supernatural phenomena, I wonder? I crossed it out and wrote down today's date slightly above it. Since I found one article missing, I decided to check every single item inside. It was nowhere near as easy as it initially sounded. As I finished, I found out that 2 books were also missing from the shelf. I crossed them out too, and wrote today's date above them. With that done, I left the murky room and locked the door behind me. I glanced at the clock to realize the whole ordeal took me over an hour. Returning the keys to the night duty room, I continued with my other duties. Interesting. I wonder what that meant. It was at Narasaki Clinic. Huh. Now back to the main story. Chapter 2. We will now begin boarding for Flight 56 to Paris. The caster wheels attached to my bag rolled over the immaculately cut stone floor in an energetic clatter. There weren't that many people in the off-season airport, so I could walk around relatively freely. I walked to the escalator going up, placed my bag on it, then boarded it myself. I glanced down to see Takako staggering as she tried carrying a large Boston bag in her arms. Oh yeah, this is Sachiko. I checked to see if my bag was steady on the escalator, and pulled down my right sleeve to confirm the time. We're late. It's because you drive so slow! Actually, it's because you overslept. I shifted my gaze from the clock to Takako, who looked away to avoid my eyes. This escalator is pretty long. I've never seen one like this before. I could hear the escalator buzzing below us. I heaved a brief sigh. You always know it's Sachiko when she's sighing. And if you felt I was driving slow, there's seriously something wrong with you. Has no one ever taught you about preventative driving? Preventative driving? It's based in foreseeing the possible dangers on the road. You might be going too fast without realizing it. A car might appear in the opposing lane. You might have to abruptly brake. A pedestrian might jump out onto the road. You might have run over something. Too late to worry about that now. Takako let out a hearty chortle. Are we really cutting it that close? It's about an hour and a half until the flight. You think we'll make it in time for the check-in? Let's hurry. Oh god damn it, I had them switched again! You want me to run again? Takako didn't seem too thrilled about the idea. She totally does, apparition. I glared back at Takako. She leaned against her Boston bag placed a step above the one she was standing on, and closed her eyes. Don't sleep. Oh. Don't sleep. Her head was at the perfect height for me to flick it. Ouch! Takako placed her left hand on her forehead. Did that help wake you up? Yeah. I lifted my bag and stepped off the escalator as it reached the top. Takako picked her Boston bag up and followed me. I walked through the carpeted corridor at a hurried pace. Through the row of windows to the right, I could clearly see the cloudless blue sky. I looked to my side as the caster wheels of my bag rolled at a brisker pace than before. Totally void dweller. She overslept and is still tired. Yep, I've had that feeling. Completely. Takako held that Boston bag in her arms. I had no idea where she got it. It seemed like an antique, covered in freight seals with a bunch of different languages. You didn't bring much, as usual. You think so? I think I packed everything I would need. Passport, tickets, camera, notepad, medicine, and a nail clipper. You're buying clothes at our destination again. Yep! And I can wear this for as long as there's a washing machine around. Takako pulled on her shirt to show it off. Let's buy everything we need once we get there. Good idea. As we followed the guide map, we found ourselves in a wide hall. There were check-in counters at the end of it, and the flight board in the middle dangling midway between the ceiling and the ground. I left my bag on the ground and took a few steps toward the board to confirm our boarding gate. Takako soon followed suit. April, if you want to see, I have a playlist of Siconia. A melody rang out from the speakers at the top, signaling the beginning of another boarding announcement. I wasn't listening too closely at first, but I could confirm the details from the simple English announcement and the actual flight board. Don't you think it's this? It is. Oh, thank you, Jackie, for the sub. Spotting a big round clock in the middle of the hall, I confirmed how much time we still had. Let's go. I picked up my pace again. Whoa, don't leave me here! Takako cried out behind me. I played that between when I was doing episode 3 and 4 of Umineko. April, just so you know my mindset going into Siconia. As our late-night airplane landed, we passed a desolate corridor to reach passport control. Takako, who had been relatively energetic at the start of our long trip, grew more and more silent as nightfall came. She was now merely wobbling behind me, her steps unsteady. I showed my passport and ticket to an angry-looking official. We stepped into the dark of night as we left the airport, but the graffiti on the concrete walls, the wide roads, and the alien smell of the humid air made it clear to us that we were now in a different part of the world. I wonder where they're on vacation out here. It made Takako regain some energy. As we boarded our bus, she sat down right behind the driver's seat and acted as though she was listening to the English conversation of the driver and the guide, giving solemn nods at timed intervals. What did they say? I think they're talking about going somewhere with someone. Let me guess. You haven't the foggiest what they just said. Look, I can understand a few words. You should practice more and translate for me. Yeah, whatever. Drops of rain pattered against the wide front window. I wonder if the weather is going to be all right tomorrow. I hear the weather changes real fast around here. Should be okay, I think. There was no point in trying to argue with such a positive, if groundless notion. I shifted my eyes to the scenery outside, noticing some unfamiliar southern plants among the trees lining the streets. As I spent my time absent-mindedly gazing out the window, we eventually reached the hotel. I'm 100% beat. 2 beds, what the fuck? Takako threw her bag on the ground and dived, face first, into the bed. Meanwhile, I checked the safe in the bathroom and sorted out my baggage. You don't want to confirm our plan for tomorrow? God, these hotel rooms are my everything. God, I love hotels like this. and then you look at the TV and see all these weird, like, local channels, and they never have Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. They rarely have both. They might have one or the other if you're lucky, but they rarely have both for some fucking reason. But this was back in the day when TV actually mattered. Now all you need is a good Wi-Fi connection. But that's what I'm nostalgic for. And these hotel rooms. Oh my god! Vacation nostalgia! Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god! My favorite part of it, any vacation is was the fucking hotels. I could just stay. I could just stay in a hotel room throughout an entire vacation and be happy. Except to go out to meals. Like, seriously. You don't want to confirm our plans for tomorrow? Just wake me up when it's time to go. Are you okay with that bed? It's morning! Wake up! Takago parted the curtains in a single violent swing, turning in the direction of the noise with my eyes still half opened. This music reminds me of Fata Morgana. I was welcomed by a beautiful blue sky beyond the window. That's a snake, isn't it? Hey, I found a snake, Sachi! Takago came over and began banging the area of the bed just next to my pillow. Let's go have breakfast! Where? I think I saw a fast food place from the balcony. We can go see what they have, and if it sucks, look for another place. This is Nostalgia City. Let me change first. Hurry up! Dépêche-toi! Doce pizza! I don't know what language this is. Jeez, give me a break. I began dressing myself while complaining about my loudmouth roommate. In the end, we decided to buy hot dogs from a nearby convenience store for breakfast. Oh my god, you really got 7-Eleven hot dogs for breakfast? That's amazing! Oh my god! The sausage came in either spicy or normal flavors, and you could choose pickles, cabbages, and shredded onion for the vegetable topping. The bread felt a bit soggy to the touch due to the silver foil it was in, but the strong taste of the other ingredients solved that problem. Takago was panicking over having accidentally drenched her thing in mustard. Being a person who wasn't into spicy cuisine, she tried to eliminate the taste by adding more ketchup. Later, she told me she ended up putting on so much she could taste nothing other than that. Oh my god. Yeah, it's quite an odd wording, apparition. In any case, it was big enough to quell her morning hunger. Let's go to the beach! Takago blurted that right out as we left the convenience store. Right now? You got your swimsuit? And the oil? Can't forget the water goggles either. Damn, Sachiko is just channeling me right now. Well, I can swim, but I can't, so it's complicated. But, yeah. You guys have a good time. Maybe one day. I have everything, but I thought we agreed to explore the town in the morning. I would want to explore the town too. There's no time like the present. I feel like swimming right now. Yay! Woo! I caught Takako by the hand as she was about to stride off in the direction of the beach. Wait. Remembering Takako's love for playing with water, I decided to stop her for now. Even as a child, the mere sight of a puddle of water, be it a river, a rice paddy, or a sea, would purge all thoughts from her mind save for swimming and perhaps looking for marine animals. She'd keep at it until the sun had already set. Let's just stick to the plan. Why? Oh my god. This is scary, scary deja vu. Seriously. This is literally exactly like me and my significant other. I always want to stick to the plan, while they just always want to do spontaneous shit. And it drives me fucking insane. This is like... Wow. Oh my god. The nostalgia here is driving me insane. Like, I am really digging this. Like, for purely personal reasons. Would you prefer not having any other plans on your mind when you go swimming, so you can take your time and relax until it gets dark? I see. You got a point there, Sachi. Anyway, we had that map with all the cool places marked on it, right? I took the map out of my bag. Yeah, I remember that. There's a shopping district right next to the hotel. I'd like to do some window shopping there. Seriously? That's just what I'd want to do, personally. Weren't you hoping to visit some sea cave as well? The one that's hot with tourists? Ah, the one recommended for couples, right? I'm all up for that one. I read that they had also had a firing range. Takako pointed to the red circle she drew on her map. Anyway, let's visit all the spots we picked out in order. Okay, whatever. With her permission, we started down the wide and smooth slope in the direction of the closest mark on our map. The clear, cloudless blue sky above seemed to mock my concerns from yesterday, as the warmth of the sun pierced through the air, caressing my skin. I had never seen the sun look so bright before. Oh, CGs! The water scooter ahead of us let out a loud buzz, jerking forward the banana boat that Takako and I were on. Woohoo! I could hear Takako cackling behind me. After we took care of all our plans in the first half of the day, we left our shopping bags at the hotel and went straight to the beach. Takako found a banana boat attraction pretty much the moment we reached the place and had us checked in. I seemed to have just finished his previous round and was getting prepared for the next one. Takako pulled on my hand, and before I knew it, I was sitting atop the thing. The water scooter's driver looked back at us and gave us an okay sign. I responded with the same sign myself. He then turned back and began to accelerate. Causing our banana boat to momentarily sway back and forth, like it was about to sink. Sachi, wait! I fell! Oh, Sachi, wait! I fell! God damn it. That should have been obvious. That one's all on me, because it was literally... She was shouting out her freaking name. I turned around to see Takako, who was supposed to be sitting beside me, prone with the lower half dragging in the water. You're gonna fall off if you keep playing around. Meanwhile, the banana boat was still swinging left and right. It kept getting swept sideways by the waves that the water scooter ahead of us caused. And every time that happened, a spray of sparkling water would shoot above us. All the while, Takako was still being pulled on the water behind me. I'm gonna fall! Did you say something? A second water scooter drew closer to us. There were 2 people on it, with the one riding in the back holding a camera. It seems like they're about to take pictures of us. Huh? Where? To the left. Oh, god damn it. It seems like they're about to take pictures of us. Where? To the left. Try not to fall off before they finish, okay? Damn, I hate it when people take pictures of me. Could they hurry it up? Where's your peace sign? You want me to do it here? Oh my god! Isn't that sweet? The cameraman gave me an okay sign and lowered the camera. She fell off! Oh god! And roughly at the same time, our banana boat grew lighter as Takako crashed into the sea with a loud splash. That was fun, said Takako, her breathing ragged. Good for you. Takako didn't wait for the boat to pick her up and swam to the shore by herself. I wonder if that picture came out well. As I returned to dry land, the person from earlier came over to sell the photo in question. In broken Japanese, he explained how he'd sent it to the hotel after developing it. It cost about 1,000 yen. So it's not included in the initial pay. Figures. Yep, that's how they get you at these places. Which reminded me that I had a similar experience with pushy photograph sellers at another resort. But as I was thinking that, Takako came back and gave the man the okay. Should still be fun even if I'm not on it. I suppose you're right. I picked up the sunglasses I left with them for keeping and turned back to Takako. She was looking at the bright sky. Whoa, 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 whoa! As I attached the worn belt connected to the parachute to my waist and released the lever holding the contraption pinned down, I shot into the air with a thrilling sensation in my stomach Oh, that was her. God damn it. Whoa, 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 whoa! The boat I was in moments before became a tiny speck below me. Oh my god, they're together! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't think it would go this high. I held my hair down with one hand to stop it from flapping in the wind. Are you sure the string will really hold us down? The rope, our sole lifeline connecting us to the boat, let out an unsettling creak that seemed to upset Takako. Of course it will. Even if it didn't, this would just be a simple parachute. No? I see. Look, they're waving at us. The instructor left far away on the small boat below was looking at us. I waved back, and as I thought, the rope extended and we shot even further into the sky. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, whoa, that was Takako, god damn it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Takako was squeaking miserably behind me. Admittedly, though, even I felt a strange sensation in my stomach as I glanced down and saw the sea so far below I could barely make out anything. I would be terrified of this. I hate heights. So much. Like, I am so scared of heights. You wouldn't believe. Enjoying this sense of thrill, I swung my legs back and forth a few times, shaking the contraption holding us. This, in turn, caused Takako to let out a pitiful scream. Hey! She clutched my shoulders. I stopped looking downward and inspected the island itself. I wonder if we can see our hotel from here. Ah, isn't that the cape we've just been to? I pointed out at the cape jutting down out from the cliff beyond the beach, where we rode the banana boat earlier. A familiar white lighthouse stood on it. Where? Yeah, I think that's the place. Looks beautiful from here too, doesn't it? Beyond the cape, as far as the eye could see, stretched the vast cobalt blue sea. I didn't think I'd be seeing it again from this perspective. I realized that the parachute began descending. I looked down to see the boat, previously no more than a speck in size, getting bigger and bigger below us. Our little aerial sightseeing came to an end sooner than Takako could calm down. We borrowed 2 chairs with parasols as we returned to the beach. Finally able to relax a little, I leaned against my chair, put on my sunglasses, and pulled out a book from my handbag. Takako spent the rest of the time playing in the water, carrying out the shells and starfish she found to show me. That is adorable. Just as I noticed a fat cloud drifting away in the sky, it began to rain, lasting only a few minutes before giving way to the sunshine again. Everyone at the beach retreated to seek shelter at the cafeteria, or beneath palm trees, but came back to their old spots as soon as the rain abated, continuing on as if nothing had happened. I spotted a bird looking for prey at the shore, and wondered if it was a sandpiper or something like it. And as the rays of dusk began to tint the blue sky, the azure sea, and the white beach in the hue of orange, Takako came back, urging us to go have dinner. Hell yeah! That's one of my favorite parts of it, vacation. Oh my god, I swear I've had like a plate like this at a restaurant exactly like, oh my god. The nostalgia is mind-blowing. In the end, we decided on a steak restaurant next to our hotel. Its interior, wide like that of a family restaurant, was decorated in the country style. After being shown to a spacious round table, we sat down facing each other. I spotted a burly foreigner wolfing down a massive hamburger behind Takako. A man standing in the corner, likely the security guard, was dressed like a sheriff from a western. A sizable glass was placed in front of me with an audible clink. Isn't that yours? It looks like tea. Oh, isn't that yours? It looks like tea. I think it is. Oh god. I got it switched. Isn't that yours? It looks like... isn't that yours? It looks like tea. I think it is. Takako pointed at herself, saying tea, and the glass traveled to her side. Are you serious? Sachiko! 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 Woo! My coffee came a bit later, but the portion was once again unusually big. Sachiko. Oh god, yes, a fellow coffee lover! And it's also, again, my significant other who loves tea. Although they've told me that some teas that I actually like, so that's pretty cool. It looks like lamb as well. Yeah, Guppy Force. They advertise that the drinks are free, but I don't think I could possibly drink all this in one go. My stomach began to ache at the very sight of that massive, almost 1 liter jug. Huh? Is this really tea? Don't tell me you expected them to serve oolong in a place like this. Damn! I can't drink this! You could ask them to give you some milk and sugar. Just how many kilos of sugar would I need to add to this thing? Oh my god! Don't forget, it'll all go to your body. Yep, yeah, don't do that. If I had to drink this at home, I'd either end up a fat or a damn bodybuilder. Takako took a few gulps from her mug of black tea. Oh, black tea. Oh god, wow. That's the one thing I can't, like with Beatrice, like pure black tea. I can't have like black tea or black coffee. I need some kind of milk. I need milk in it. I really prefer milk in my coffee and tea. It has a pretty strong taste. After a bit, Takako's steak and my salmon arrived, along with the salad we both ordered. Jess! Oh my god, you also love that. Oh my god, you have meat on the meat bone, yes. Again, I don't like steak, and I would much rather get salmon than steak. Meanwhile, my significant other absolutely adores steak. Jeez. I didn't notice it when I was looking at the menu. It seemed like both of what we ordered came in a set with extra pilaf and bread. Oh wow, that's lucky. Our otherwise wide table started feeling narrow with all that food on it. This is quite the portion we have here. Wow, it's like out of a manga. I've always wanted to have a feast like this. Hope you've worked up an appetite. In contrast to Takako's excitement, all I could feel was anxiety as I picked up my fork and knife, wondering how I should even begin cutting up this 300-gram feast of a salmon dish. As we returned to the hotel, Takako crumpled down on the bed, clutching her belly. At first she was excitedly wolfing down her food, but by the time half of her steak was gone, her expression clouded over and tears began welling in her eyes. Before we knew it, our exciting dinner turned into a battle of willpower. I made Takako eat the pilaf I could no longer finish by myself, but neither of us could even touch the bread, and ultimately asked the waitress to pack it for takeaway. We can have this tomorrow morning. Oh, only miserable groaning reached me in lieu of an answer. I wonder if I should put it in the fridge. I felt unsure for a few moments, but ultimately decided to leave the paper bag next to our teapot instead, as I didn't want it to get wet. After that, I took a shower and changed into my indoor clothes. Recommending a shower to Takako, who was still lying on the bed, seemed to have made her slowly get up. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better, I think. By the way, what do you think we should do about tomorrow? Tomorrow? It's gonna be fun. I can't wait! Oh, god damn it. Tomorrow? It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. She answered in a soulless voice and continued to the bathroom, undressing as she walked in, throwing her clothes on the ground. Okay, you guys, I think this might be a decent place to, even though it might be a little bit early, I think, this is since it's the second day of the vacation. This might be a good spot to, save. Apparition, do you think this is a good spot, or is it a little further ahead? This works well? Okay, cool. Alright guys, so that was the first episode of Seabed. Oh no, there's only 5 save files. Oh, fuck. Oh, that sucks. Oh god. Okay. There are only 5 save files. Okay, you guys, so I can't... This is looking to be really just a nice, relaxing thing, and there might be some more mystery later, of course, but I'm really digging this nostalgia. And tomorrow we get back to Higurashi. So I hope you'll join me for the next part of Seabed on Thursday. Sure, Apparition. Yep. No problem. So until then, I will say... So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.